Ecology is the scientific study of relationship between organism and their environment. These relationships are complex, varied and hierarchical. The word ecology was first used by German biologist Ernst Haeckel in 1869. It is derived from the Greek words oikos, meaning house or dwelling place, and logos, meaning the study of. Haeckel defined ecology as the study of natural environment, including the relations of organisms to one another and to their surroundings. Ecology describes the relationship between living organisms and their environments, the interaction of organisms with each other, and the pattern and cause of abundance and distribution of organisms in nature. It is the science that attempts to answer questions about how the nature works. The environment. Organisms and their environments are dynamic and interdependent. The term environment etymologically means surroundings. It includes everything biotic as well as abiotic that surrounds an organism. Any factor, abiotic or biotic, that influences living organisms is called environmental factor or ecological factor or eco factor. Abiotic factors include ambient temperature, amount of sunlight, pH of water, soil in which an organism lives, and many other factors. Biotic factors include the availability of prey, competitors, predators, and parasites. Physical environment. Soil. Soil is the uppermost weathered layer of the Earth's crust. It is a mixture of weathered mineral rock particles, organic matter, that is, both living and dead, water, and air. Soil is a biologically active matrix and home of diverse organisms. The study of soil is called pedology. Soil composition. The soil is composed of mineral particles, organic matters, air, and water. Mineral particles in the soil include sand 0.05 to 2.0 mm, silt 0.002 to 0.05 mm, and clay less than 0.002 mm. The relative proportions of sand, silt, and clay in a soil are referred to as soil texture. The soil is also composed of organic matter, which includes living biomass, detritus, and humus. Humus is an amorphous and a colloidal mixture of complex organic substances. It is made up of humic and non humic substances. Non humic substances include carbohydrates, proteins, lignins, lipids, organic acids, etc. Humic substances are stable end products derived from decomposition of plant and animal residues. It comprises about 80 to 90% of soil organic matter and characterized by dark colored amorphous substance. The elemental analysis of humic substances reveals that they are primarily composed of carbon, oxygen, hydrogen, nitrogen, and sulfur. The three fractions of humic substances are fulvic acid, humic acid, and humin. These subdivisions are arbitrarily based on the solubility of each fraction in water at different pH. Humins are not soluble in water at any pH. Humic acids are insoluble in water under acidic conditions but are soluble in water under alkaline conditions. Fulvic acid are a mixture of weak aliphatic and aromatic organic acids which are soluble in water at all pH. So, next is soil air. Soil air is the mixture of gases that are present in soil pores that are not filled with water. Oxygen and carbon dioxide are important constituents, and their concentration in the soil affects many processes like nitrification and denitrification. Soil water can contribute up to 30% of soil volume and is essential for the activity and physiological functioning of organisms in the soil. The water content in soil depends on soil type. The water holding capacity of soil is described in terms of field capacity. It represents the soil profile's ability to retain water after the process of internal drainage has ceased. It is usually measured about 2 days after an infiltration event. The water holding capacity of a soil depends on soil texture, structure, organic matter, content, and arrangement of soil pores. Clay soil or soils with a high humus content have a large field capacity. The water stored in the soil is taken up by the plant roots or evaporated from the topsoil, the topmost mineral horizon, which is rich in humus, into the atmosphere. If no additional water is supplied to the soil, it gradually dries out. The drier the soil becomes, the more tightly the remaining water is retained, and the more difficult it is for the plant roots to extract it. At a certain stage, the uptake of water is not sufficient to meet the plant's need. The amount of water soil the amount of water soil contains at which plants wilt beyond recovery is called permanent wilting percentage. The amount of water held by the soil between field capacity and the permanent wilting point is the plant available water or water that is available for uptake by plants. According to the nature of interaction between soil particles and water molecules, soil water may be classified into following types: hygroscopic water, capillary water, gravitational water, and chemically bound water. Hygroscopic water is the water present as a thin film around the soil particles and remain firmly attached. It is called hygroscopic water. It is not utilized by plants, hence it is unavailable to the plants. Capillary water. Water present in thin and narrow capillaries formed by soil particles and widely utilized by plants. The water present in soil which can be utilized by the plants is called cresard. Available water. Gravitational water. Water percolates deep into the soil due to gravitational force of earth that constitutes groundwater. It is not available to plants. Chemically bound water. Water present in the form of hydrated oxides of iron, aluminium, silicon is described as chemically bound water and is not available to plants.